Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review. Now what you see here is the bag that it came in. We're going to go ahead and take it out. It is of course from AceBeam. This is the new X75. Now this here is the world's brightest USB power bank flashlight. So they sent this to me. They wanted me to test and review this light. I have the 6500 Kelvin cool white, comes in this box. So let's wait no further. Let's open it up and see what's in. Now it is sealed here. Alright. Now you do have a warning, series of warnings should I say, right here on the lid of the box, including their email up here at this end. It's nice to see. Definitely want you to be able to get in contact with them, which is a huge plus. Now this should come out of here. Open a box of goodies here. We're going to get everything out of the box first. Very nice foam type of padding, so you can use this to store the light in, which is what I'm going to do until I get a hard case for it. So in this box here we have a USB type C to type C. So I guess that's how you use it. It's about 3 feet. Should be plenty. One user manual. Now I'm going to place the specs on screen because it's a little bit too small on this manual here. But you can go ahead and see there, that's 80,000 lumens on the highest output. Now if you need more time to read those, go ahead and pause screen, otherwise we're going to move along. They give us a warranty card. Now the warranty on this light is 5 years. Here's another bag here. It's going to be the tool, and the reason why they provide this tool, including some extra screws in here, here are 2 O-rings, is because the light has a built-in fan, and it's actually part of the handle assembly, and you can actually take it out, swap in a new one should the fan fail. Here's another bag of goodies. And here's the extra motor assembly that it comes with here. Now this is a really nice feature because if it goes bad, it's real easy to install back onto the handle and be able to keep your light running as cool as possible. So that is really a neat idea. I'm glad that they did that. Here is the PD charger. Now this one here is 100 watt. Now they do sell a 60 watt, a little bit smaller than this one, so it's nice to be able to have that choice. But in any case, you're going to be able to rapidly charge this. With the 100 watt here, you can charge this battery pack in 1.5 hours. So that's just insane speed. And remember, that's 4 21700 cells in this pack. Want to make sure I get everything out of here. Now this here is a reminder to let you know that there is a protection piece on the battery, so make sure you remove that. Now you can charge the light with it on because it charges the battery from the other end. So nothing else in this box. I'm going to keep this box to be able to store these extra parts in. I'm also going to be using a specialized cable here. This is a cable that's designed for 60 to 100 watt charging capabilities. So we'll try this out. You can buy these on Amazon. They have a built-in circuit in these ends here and allow that smooth current transfer. So we'll use that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Relatively a large light. So now holding it with the handle, of course, this is what the fan is built into. Now, in case you're wondering what this is actually a sleeve, and my understanding is that this will change colors as it gets hotter on the light, and letting the user know the temperature of the light is really getting up there, but there's no concern about this melting in any way. This to me can also act as a protection, for bumping the light and not hitting it. So that's like a two feature in one, but this will change colors as the light gets hotter. This will turn lighter in color. Now you can remove this if you don't want to use that feature. So here's some information here about this. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the charging port here. Now it's not at the bottom of this light here. This is just the indicators for charging the light. You have a red and blue LED. Now this will change green as well, so blue will always be your indicating that you're rapidly charging this. So you're just going to follow the threads around and you'll see there the charging port. You'll use that as the power bank feature as well. You can basically use the charging cable, plug it in there, then plug it into a Type-C device. Now if your cell phone or device uses an older connection, then you can simply buy an adapter from Amazon and you can convert that Type-C to just about anything. Now you can go all the way to the older, not the micro but the mini port connectors, and use the adapter Type-C at one end, plug it in, and now you have the older connection. So that's a nice feature. We're going to go ahead and bring out my cable that I purchased here. Now, nothing wrong with the cable that they provided. It's got your basic connection, but I really want to take advantage of that higher output, and this here allows it to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cell phone. Alright, so now I've got my cell phone. So this is a OnePlus 9 Pro. If you have any questions, we're going to go ahead and use, I'm just going to pull these out a little further so they have a little more room. And we're going to go ahead and plug it in here like such. Once you've got it in there, simply going to plug this into your light. You'll see the red indicator there, and you'll see the charging indicator is going. So that is really nice. You rapidly charge your phone, save not only on time, but I noticed that the quicker you charge your cell phone, the less battery it uses. So over the long periods of time of charging your device, it takes up a lot more battery than if you did it quickly. You charge it in 20 minutes, your charge time and battery drain is a lot less. So it's a huge feature on this to be able to have a power bank, especially this battery pack being this powerful. You can really charge up your phone while on the go using your flashlight, camping, whatever you want to use it for, or just recreational. You've got that feature right built into the light. And make sure that's snug. So really a neat feature on that. You can table stand that if you wish. A lot of heat sinking here, not only on the outside of the light, but there's internal heat sinking here. See down in there. Now the cooling feature sucks the cool air through here, through the light, through the fins, and then out these fin right here. And these openings are pretty large. Now I have to say the style and design on this is very nice. These type of lanterns are traditional. This style and design have been around since flashlights came out. The majority of the older ones, lantern style, you had to carry them like this. Not only that, because they represented a old, kerosene lamp. They had that. That's basically what these took over. The battery generated flashlights, a lot of them came with these handles and were very popular. LED indicator here. Now this here is a sensor here, and it says do not block, because that's how it senses the temperature of the light. It is tripod mountable. Now this has got some weight to it. Again, you can take this off. We're going to go ahead and do that now and show you what the light looks like underneath. Kind of give a little bit better idea. And I'll be putting it back on. Definitely want to protect the head of the light. That's what the light looks like without that. Kind of has a flat black finish here. Certain areas a little bit more dull than some areas of the light are a little bit more shinier. Now here is the 2-switch mode button switch here. These are feather touch buttons here. You do have a locking switch there. I do have to say the machining and finish on this is very nice. No issues. It's got some grooves here for your fingers to go in. We've got large hands, so it's definitely going to be fine. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at this has the protection piece before I forget. You want to remove that before using the light. And as you can see, there are 12 Cree XHP 70.2 LEDs, and those are textured reflectors, also known as orange peel. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take this battery pack away from the head of the light. A lot of grease there on the threads. show you the main contact plate here on the head. And here's the battery pack here. Here's the protection piece here that they want you to remove. Now my advice is to save this, because if it needed later on and you want to store the light, which I often do, I like to keep these pieces. That way it'll keep the light from draining the battery and it'll last longer in storage. Now you can also unscrew the battery pack as well, but I always like to have those other safety features in effect. So with the light here, you cannot activate it. Now with this unlocked, we now can go through the UI. So let's go through that now. Simply turning that on. You now can press down and hold. It's just a huge amount of flood. That is incredibly bright. Whew. That is impressive. Now press down and hold will get you the lowest light output. Quite a bit here in my office. This light output right here is more than enough for most applications by far. Now we're going to turn it off here. Okay, so now to get the highest output of this light on any light level, you're going to turn it on, and now you're going to press and hold the top switch. Oh, blinding myself off the box. Wow. That is insane. I just brighten up my hand here on my ceiling. That is just crazy bright. Now this is getting warm, which is typical and normal, so you want to definitely use it wisely. This does come in handy when doing so. You can monitor just by looking at that, but when you're holding it here, the heat is away from your hand, so that is a huge plus. Still got good battery power. Now this here will change red to 30%. When it gets to 10%, it's going to start blinking red, so just let you know that. Crazy bright. Definitely excited to see how this does out there in the night shots. So full featured flashlight. The Type-C charging speed for this is really fast. Now hopefully AceBeam will have the option where you can buy an extra battery pack to be able to extend your runtime. Really hoping that they do so. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on before I take it outside. Definitely want to be able to protect the light. And it doesn't look bad at all in my opinion. Now some people might have different opinions on that, but this one here does look fine with it. I'm not seeing any issues here. Want to make sure you line it up just right so it'll fit the bezel. Those areas here that have little grooves, want to make sure that those are in. Now we're going to go ahead and stretch it over just like this. Get it perfectly aligned. It's back in the grooves here, and that'll help you see the temperature of your light and also protect it if you bang it up against something. Even if you drop it, possibly might save that impact from damaging it. So very nice, well constructed light. Definitely feels solid. I like the fact that you can replace the fan yourself and be able to have coolness wherever you go. Now the fan here does start to get noisy. My understanding is that it does make noise, so if you're looking for a silent fan operation, then buying a light with a fan in it is not a good idea. Now my experience is some lights are quiet while other ones are not, so it really depends on you. If you want the best run times at those light outputs, you're definitely going to want a fan cooled light just like this one here. So I'm really excited. So let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the AceBeam X75. Let's go ahead and get started and show you that I'm on the non-cooling mode. We're going to switch it to fan cooling mode. Get started on the lowest light output. That there, like I said, this thing has a very nice wide beam, leans more towards the flood. You can see there. Huge area at once. We have a mysterious predator there looking at me. Don't worry, I have my light. We're gonna go to the next level here. I scared him away. That's good. 65 feet there to that tree. 38 feet to this water spout here. 138 feet there to the Tree of Life. That does have a centralized area that has a little bit more of a hot spot there. Got another guy out there trying to double ambush me here. Don't worry, I've got the light. Now we're going to go back over here to the Tree of Life. Let's do the next level. Wow. Like I said, you don't need the highest outputs, but they're there if you do. And short bursts, you're going to get some really good ability to run this for quite a while. Now that tree behind the Tree of Life here is 238 feet. Really wide beam on this. Camera does it no justice. We're going to go back over here to the Tree of Life and do another jump up. Wow. Yeah. Lighting up the school. Faintly making those palm trees over there. Still have good battery power. Just a large area lit up at once. Easily making it across the park to those playgrounds over there. Go back over here to the Tree of Life. See how it does. Bugs are flying into my face. Making the palm trees now. Both of them. It's like daytime in front of me. Easily making it across the park to those playgrounds. And the reach on this is very impressive. Incredible. Look at that way out there. Just trying to get an idea the range that this thing has. Alright, so now we're going to go back down. We're now going to do turbo. I'll reposition it here. Still have good battery power there. Let's do turbo. Holding it here to my mid waist level. And we're going to press down and hold it. See how it does. Wow. You can hear the fans. Easily lighting up way out there in the fields. Way up there. Just going to zoom in for you. You can see there, lighting it all up. I'll zoom back out here in just a second. Holy moly. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. I'm gonna go back up to my original setting. Sorry, that was my finger. Incredible light output. Insane brightness. Sorry, that was my finger again. Incredible. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots on this thing. Incredible performance. The fan to me is not that loud. It does really start to rev up on the higher outputs, which is what you want, and it is normal. I like the fact that you can replace the fan by simply removing the handle here, which is very nice to be able to service it yourself and then be able to get an extra fan later on. The charger, of course, very nice quality. Nice to be able to get a good quality PD charger. These here, if you were to buy them separately, they run up to, all the way up to $60 on Amazon. The other options you have with this being the power bank. It is a rapid charging power bank, so that is a very nice feature. It is very powerful system that's built in. Type-C, of course, is the way to go. It seems like every manufacturer is starting to go with that, because the other previous type of connectors, you jam it one way and mess up the plug. Great thing about Type-C is you can just plug it in either way. It doesn't matter which way it goes in. Just a really nice system to have, better than any of the previous ones. And the build quality on this is top-notch. I'm not seeing any issues with the construction of it. It is a solid, well-built light. Now the sensor here lets the light know when to kick in that fan to keep the light cooler and be able to run that at those light outputs. Without it, you're going to be quite a bit less. There are runtime differences using the fan when not using the fan, so it's really up to you. Now, before I forget, I forgot to show strobe. All you do is triple click on the regular mode switch, 1, 2, 3. Will get you strobe, and that is at almost full light output. And you can hear the fan, and that is distracting. The fan is very sensitive, which I don't find that a problem at all. but the noise of it to me is not bad at all, especially for what it does, and it really improves the performance on this light. Alright, well, let me get this back in the box. It definitely is a nice storage box in my opinion. It's going to be better than not having it stored in anything. My opinion is that you should get a hard case for this, but if not, this here will do just fine. As you can see, it goes down in there very nice, snug. Put everything back in the box, including the extra fan, and we've got the O-rings and extra screws and the warranty card, and we have the charging. So I want to thank AceBeam for sending me this X75 to review. Now if this is something you are interested in getting, I will leave a link down in the description to where you can get this. Now I am working on a special discount code. If I'm able to get that, I will include that there as well. Also, hit that thanks button. Helps out my channel. Any little donation you can do always helps to be able to get more updates on flashlights as well as equipment that I may need in the future. Also, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights from AceBeam to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.